So
Yeah.
if Matt is taking out Suppression or Infinity Shield, that choice is not that immediate, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. It seems like the players are ready, and in fact, we're just going to join the action uh, right away. So Matt starting
Mm.
off with his desired Nexus, and Tom's here starting off with only a Camelot Knight. So Matt's got to
Yep,
be pretty happy about that.
absolutely. Like if you're Matt, you know that uh, your opponent is going to go really fast.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
worth noting
but
though that Tom hitting Matt lets him play Elephant now. Like it just seems like,
yes,
yep, and he has it.
yeah, this is what we have learned, I think, during the Axe Spider meta. You don't swing if you see Nomen CT on first turn because the
Yeah,
exact amount of core for Elephant. But Thomas did take that gamble, and it did capitalize for Matt.
yeah.
But
This is and then it looks like Matt has an Infinity Shield plus two Ice Shields.
oh, and the Feral
Yeah, that
Slash. So there's only two
yeah,
copies, I think. And
two copies. Yeah, I think it might be too little, too
yeah,
late, but I
yeah.
don't know how Tom's going to get through this Elephant now.
I mean, I want
Matt,
to think that Thomas found that top deck because if he had it
yeah, I'm
first
sure.
turn and he decided to do, kind
Yeah, I
of,
agree.
I don't agree with that.
So Matt's probably just going to start setting up a wall now. I mean, yeah, he's just going to
Yeah.
build reduction, set up somewhat of a wall, make it really difficult for Thomas to play this game.
Hmm.
Uh, this elephant's going to just wreck any game plan Thomas has of early
Yeah.
aggression.
So much value. I
Oh,
think
he did
Elephant
draw a
is like,
dream bomb.
oh,
Yeah, the dream bomb is solid. I don't know. Does he have enough to keep it off? No. I was saying
uh,
if he had
he's
like
just,
enough cores to play Dream Bomb and keep Matt off Elephant for a turn, but I think Matt has
yeah.
3, 5, 7, 8. He would have just enough to replay the Elephant, maybe.
Yeah, it would still be a huge swing in tempo, so
Mm-hmm.
it could be a good thing. But what Thomas knows is that now he needs to be careful because there is that refresh active. So whilst White usually is very on the defensive side, now Matt can actually decide, since you have curse, I'll just gonna swing, because I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
block anyway.
yeah. Matt's hand is pretty bad right now. I mean, it doesn't really do
Hmm.
anything, but he has this Elephant, and I think it's just going to start. Yeah, so he just cores up Elephant, and he's going to start being aggressive now.
Yeah,
So I think that Matt's
yeah,
in
that's the
pretty
right
solid
play.
control of this game.
Hmm.
Yeah. Of course, he refreshes. Yeah.
Wait a second. Couldn't he have blocked with the Viper? Oh no, but your opponent chooses the target. So I just
Yes.
thought if you
Correct.
can choose the target, choose the elephant. But yeah, yeah. If Grey Armor had purple armor, it would have been different story.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, even if he destroys the elephant, I mean, Matt's still going to get to draw three, which is
yeah, yeah.
not something Tom wants to let happen. But
True.
so he has no play this turn.
Mm,
Uh, this is a very
yeah.
different game from what we saw Tom in the last two rounds, right? Like, uh, it just
Mm,
feels like. I mean, I guess he is going to be able to use the Viper to
yeah.
kill the elephant now, I guess.
I'm trying to understand. So he swung, and in first flash did Torn Prison.
Thorn Prison. Yep.
So he took a
And then
life with the
Matt
Camelot
took
Knight,
one.
and then yeah.
Okay, well, he's not doing that. Okay, well,
Hmm. I guess Thomas is just saying, look, my best way here is to just
hmm,
find a sneak way to get to your life and get you to
yeah,
zero before you set up your defense, and there's nothing else for me to do. And
yeah. It's
it's playing around the elephant.
exactly his play in this game is pretty clear. He wants to go around elephant as much as possible. So that turning Thorn Prison, we know that he has a Dream Bomb in his hand, so that's always an option available to him. Um, Unfortunately, we do know that Matt has multiple ice shields here.
Yeah.
So while Thomas's
He's
plan
thinking about.
is good, I just don't think it's going to be good enough. Is he going to play a
Hmm,
mothership? Is that what he's thinking about here? Playing it? No,
I think it's
he
an
doesn't have a
eagle.
mothership.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to build up to that Enterprise, and I think the Enterprise should seal game one here. But let's see.
Yeah. Did it have enough core? No, it didn't have enough core to do Enterprise and Elephant.
No, no,
I mean, would it have you just Enterprise and just swing with everything because you have the ice shield?
no. I mean, you don't need to,
Because
right? Like, I think you just
no,
want to
I
keep
guess
this
so.
elephant around. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just so greedy.
So he has a Thorn Prison that
A
unfortunately he
second
has
turn
to
prison.
play. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, the Sheriff Eagle's armor
The
green, so
Yep.
I don't think Thomas realized that straight away, and I think he just
Mhm.
threw away a Thorn Prison there.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for him. I
Yeah.
guess like he still needed that anyway because it would have been dead otherwise. No, is it not at
He
one?
has Dream
Yeah,
Bomb, right? I mean, like he could have Dream Bombed, I guess.
yeah.
Like
I would have probably maybe
Dream Bombing the
he would have
elephant.
sacked the spirit. But let's see.
So
So that's 6 for
6 from a
Maduke.
Duke and one
Oof.
core short of cornered up all the way and then passes. So I think that this
Hmm.
is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably game over.
Uh,
See what Matt does.
yeah,
I mean, I guess Tom's probably not dead because he does have that Dream Bomb, but uh,
it's not looking good.
that, yeah.
So another Greg armor
Yeah, this
comes down.
Matt has to swing under the Maduke here. Like he can't trigger Maduke, obviously.
Hmm. Wouldn't have you capped? Oh yeah, so the Maduke is at 5 cores correctly. So it's a
Yeah,
level
so
2.
it's a 6K. Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
swinging with a 4K.
yeah. So we go with the 4K.
Yep.
Obviously, um, she's the only one with
So
Blood Curse.
yeah, Thomas has Ice
What
Shield in hand,
is?
so he might just block and then play Ice Shield from hand.
Huh.
Yeah, which is what
Yeah,
he's doing. Yeah,
but wait, if he pays the cores, oh no, it's still a
yeah,
4K.
yeah. She's still a 5. Yeah, it's a 5 to a
Actually, 3.
4. The
Yeah,
yeah,
it's.
or 3. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Sorry, yeah,
3.
five to
Yeah.
a 3.
Mhm. Okay, so he lives to see another turn. Um, but now, like that elephant refreshing is just
Yeah.
and countering that viper is so hard.
So now Matt just has to be careful to not get his elephant dream bombed during his turn. So uh, he does have
Oh,
the
I
ice
like
shield.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
play defense with Maduke.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean Matt doesn't have
two
dream
vipers
bomb. Like
down.
we talked about this, so he can kind of just Thomas can kind of just sit here for a while.
Yeah, he knows nothing is leaving the board. Um, and now, if you're Matt, like you're in a pretty good spot, but also you need to keep those 4 cores on the elephant.
Right,
You need a few cores on those other spirits, so you don't have much to play with, right? And
right.
it's kind of white while you don't swarm the board. You have like some
Yeah,
quite a few big pieces, but here's the second elephant. I
yeah.
think Matt is thinking about,
I don't think he can attack. I mean,
hmm,
I mean this Maduke. I mean, I know that he can get under it with a couple spirits, but these Vipers are 5Ks as well, so that
hmm,
makes it pretty difficult. So you can't go under Maduke because the Vipers, and you can't go over because obviously she'll just freestand. So Matt really doesn't have any good
yeah.
attacks.
Uh,
So just moving his course
so
around a
one
little
went
bit.
to So
Yeah,
did he pay
he just making
correctly?
sure to
Let's
pay
see,
properly.
5.
He has
Yeah,
5
he
cores in
paid
his
5.
reserve. Yep.
Yeah. So then, just kind of
So
thinking.
it's kind of like the same time that both players have some sort of inevitability, right? Because Thomas has this
Hmm.
Maduke on, but Matt
Oh, he
has
resets the.
oh, it was a Starblast. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it
Okay.
was a nice
So
shield, but
yeah, I mean, we spoke about this. If you see a Meduke, one core needs to be in reserve to make sure you can play
yes,
the Ice
correct.
Shield.
And Matt
And
properly has 1 core there.
I was like, "Yeah, it's your turn." And Thomas was like, "Yeah, are you gonna refresh the cores?" So Thomas get into his turn here, and I mean, kind of has control over this.
Yeah, that
Playing,
Shaznake's really good right now.
yeah, yeah, very, very
So
good.
now we're gonna I don't know if we're gonna core up the Maduke all the way or not yet, but is that another Ice Shield in his hand? Yeah, I think he had another Ice Shield in his hand. So yep, Ice Shield,
Yeah.
Dream Bomb, and Deadly Balance. It looks like.
Hmm. So that
I mean
Shaznik
that
is really
yeah,
good, but
it's solid.
not
Yeah,
good enough.
the
Yeah.
Deadly Balance in Thomas's hand is like the deadest card I've ever seen. So that that thing is just gonna sit there for the rest of this game.
What I'm thinking
Let's see
here,
what.
though, during that turn, wasn't that the time to perhaps get rid of the elephant? Or maybe not. You still want to do in
No,
defense.
I mean, look here's where I'm at in this game. If Thomas
Hmm.
ever kills one of those elephants, I think Matt wins almost on the spot. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think Thomas can afford to kill the elephant like ever.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
so
man. This
Rotting Swamp's pretty solid. That's definitely a good
is
start.
yeah. And I think rotting swamp level 2 effect now is
But okay,
so
that is
relevant.
really relevant. So that card is very good for Thomas, right? But it's also at the
Yeah.
same time very good for Matt because Matt's win condition is Derm Dyna. So
Hmm.
that Rotting Swamp turns on Derm Dyna. So here's what I'm saying about the elephant, right? Like, yep, he's going to draw 2 cards, but this elephant is going to die,
Yeah,
right?
it's not going to die because the Shaznik was at level 1,
Ah,
so
okay,
it
okay.
doesn't have curse.
Curse,
So he
yeah,
had two curse of action, pardon the pan.
right.
Either put the Shaz with curse and swing and use Meduke blood curse, but he decides to keep Meduke at level 2 and the Shaznik at level 1 to have 2
Hmm.
draws with the Shaznik and the Rotting Swamp, which
Yeah,
is not a bad idea because, again, it goes around the elephant popping.
yeah. Yeah, he's looking for as many curse units as he can find at this point to try to just blood curse Matt out. So,
Hmm.
but at the same time, Matt is definitely just looking to find Derm Dyna now. So, that play by Thomas by playing the Rotting Swamp, that's got pros and cons to it.
Yeah. Oh, man. That Dinah just closes the game pretty much
Yeah, and
if
so
if
now
found.
these enterprises in Matt's hand now really don't do anything anymore. Uh, I mean, of
Hmm.
course
But they
he's going to
still
play
come
it, but
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, still comes down. It does help Matt's elephants against Dream Bomb, right? So we know that Thomas has a Dream
Yeah.
Bomb in his hand. So that here next turn that'll turn
Yeah.
that off.
Yeah. And also is a good card to have there for when you draw your Durm Dyna, because that Dream Bomb, perhaps Thomas is keeping that Dream Bomb for Durm Dyna actually, um, because he knows that's how he's
True.
gonna
Yeah,
lose.
true.
So now I
Yeah,
think Thomas sees
he might just Dream Bomb now because he knows it's dead from here on out. Yeah,
Dream
he's just
Bomb
going to
the
Dream Bomb an elephant.
elephant. Yeah, yeah,
It seems
because he
reasonable.
knows that. That goes
Hand
to hand, not in
goes back to
trash.
hand.
The amount of time,
Hand,
the amount of
hand.
time cards trash.
Judge, judge.
Yeah.
Did they get it?
Um, um, honestly, this is not surprising at all. Like again, the amount of time I see Dream Bombed card
We
going
yeah
into trash.
we have informed a judge, so I mean they're aware.
Yeah, it can be
Or
resolved
at least they
easily. It's just gonna.
stop the game.
Yeah.
All right, there they go. Someone's walking over.
Yeah,
There they
there
go.
you go.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
guys, we
might want
caught
that
one.
card. Yeah, best caster confirmed. We got one. Uh, so what is happening here? I see a ice shield being played. Sorry, I was so focused on making sure that elephant went
Yeah,
to
Matt is ice
and
shielding. Yes, and this elephant is dying.
what was attacking there?
I think some
Uh,
curse spirit that's probably back at. I don't know. I mean, I kind of missed what happened
the
exactly because we were trying to fix the
yes.
game state, but I think we can
Uh,
trust that hopefully what the players did was all kosher and legal. So,
yeah.
oh,
Oh man.
Phelan. Okay, he attacked
Yeah.
with Phelan.
Okay, so a strong draw, trying to find that Dinah
Trying to
desperately,
find the
but
derm. Yeah,
ah, it's just not there.
so Matt's
So,
going to discard. I mean, I don't think it really matters what he discards here.
hmm,
Like half of his hand is blank at this point, so
yeah.
he can just pick
And
two.
man, that Aegis is also really not good, but I think I would play it just for the bounce effect because you can kind of deal efficiently
Yeah.
with the Camelot Knight.
So
So
that's
maybe we'll see.
interesting. What Matt discarded two nexuses there. Uh,
Yeah,
I kind of like keeping one. I mean, I know it doesn't really do much on the surface, but it gives you an extra nexus for the derm that's going to win this game, right? Um,
hmm,
I
that's
mean, I
right.
know with Enterprise, your derm is pretty safe, but I think to be extra safe, you keep that extra nexus just in your back pocket. Matt has
Yeah, it's
plenty
just
of
two.
cards in his hand that don't do anything,
Yeah.
so he could have kept one of those.
It's a super extra safe play, but I mean, it's not needed because when you have the Enterprise down and cord up,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you swing with the Dyna, there's nothing that
Yeah,
can happen.
it's also
Uh,
out of these 6,000 cards in Matt's hand,
yeah, he does play it.
none of them are Ice Shield. So
Yeah, that feels bad. So,
he he could just be dead. I mean, his hand is just like 6,000 suppressions and then a bunch of spirits that don't do anything. So
mhm,
uh, this Aegis blocking is going to end up bouncing a Camelot Knight, which is relevant.
mhm. Wait, didn't have enough spirit to just unload spirit, play very low cost, like play it like a very low BP
Yeah,
and just
try to go
attack with
wide.
everything. Yeah.
Right. I don't know if he can make how many cores does Maduka have? Is it have five or six? One, two, three, four,
Oh
five.
man, cuz yeah, Ampere. So Emperador is a 4K. What he could have done
Well,
would have been like
Matt can also always de-level Maduke with a random spell in his hand too. So I mean, maybe not attacking is the safest thing to do, so you don't just accidentally take a blood curse.
yeah, but it goes to 6K, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh, but also sorry, the Viper, man. New
Yeah.
cards. New cards. Yeah. Oh, but the selects, right? So, I mean, if you put the Enterprise,
Yeah, I mean, I think now you just try to blood curse them out, right? Like you have three giant
Hmm.
curse guys, and it's worth noting that the Fei Long is cursed at level 1, right? So let's see what he
Yep.
decides to do. Um, they all have
Says swing with
so
the
he's swinging with
Camelot.
this. Yep, this is a 1K with blood curse.
Hmm. So, what can you do here if you're Matt? Because you have that Aegis that can bounce when exhausted. You have the
So
Infinity Shield.
he has a lot of suppressions in his hand, like actual suppression. He
Yeah,
might have to start pumping his opponent's spirits just to get them
that's right.
large enough to where they don't die and
Yeah,
trigger blood curse. I don't know if that's the course of
yeah,
action he's going to take, but uh, that's
yeah. So,
something available to him.
if he blocks with Eagle, only Eagle dies. Blood Course doesn't trigger. So that's a good start. But if I'm Matt now, I block with Aegis because at least I can bounce the guy, and then I keep the Eagle for
Yeah.
a Felon. Yeah,
So
I
I
think
think they're
they're
just confirming,
yeah, and that doesn't
yeah.
die.
So the Camelot Knight doesn't die,
Mhm.
but the Eagle will because of curse.
Yeah.
So let's see how Thomas keeps going here.
Yeah. Now,
We also know that Thomas has a Night Shield in his hand, so as long as he can block an Ice Shield from hand, he's not in no danger of dying. And of
yeah,
course we know Matt doesn't have Dream Bombs.
man, you gotta do some really weird stuff right now to make sure that
Yeah.
you don't
So
lose
it
because
it looks like this Fei Long only has 2 cores, right? So it's just a 3K.
yeah.
Um, okay,
What?
so
He's suppressed?
he's he's blocking with Grey
No.
Armor using his cores to
Ah,
suppress Aegis. Yeah.
no.
So the Grey Armor gets core death, and the
Hmm.
Aegis is now a 13K.
Yeah.
Let's see what else Matt does here.
Yeah. Let's see. So we were just talking about like how suppression can give you that like kind of bailout by pumping BPs, and
Yeah.
that's not what Matt decides to do. I think it's still a flash window, maybe.
No,
Uh, let's see.
they've resolved that
Oh,
combat.
they
Yeah. Now
resolved. They
Thomas
resolved.
is.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. The Grey Armor died to core death, so now it looks like Thomas is
Yeah.
sending the next Fei
Yeah.
Long. This one is a 5K. It's got 3
Yes.
cores on it.
Yeah. So
Matt really doesn't have a
yeah, I
lot of
mean,
options. I mean, this is really unfortunate for him. This Maduke is really causing
mm,
a lot of issues.
yeah. Obviously, it's easier for us being here and saying what's the best play. Um,
Hmm.
but I
Yeah, he's going to
think,
block and bounce the Camelot Knight.
yeah, the thing is like he's gonna
Yeah,
restand.
so that's going to stand.
Yeah,
Matt's going to take
take a
a
life.
life into the trash. Yep. Then the Aegis is going to die.
Hmm.
And now I think this is game. I really don't think Matt has anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think he
how
can
do
do anything.
you not die there?
I mean, he can core death his own enterprise by casting spells in his
Hmm.
hand, but he still has 2 more spirits to deal with, right? So,
Hmm.
like, I think the lack of Dream Bomb is just going to cost him this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, or
I don't,
avalanche, perhaps.
yeah, I don't see anything here. I mean, yeah,
Pace
uh,
3,
to Infinity Shield,
and
and then
then
yeah,
yeah,
right,
he should
the
have
core
done
death
that
it.
before. Hmm.
Okay, so those resolve, and now
Yeah,
his hand is just all spirits.
yeah,
So if Thomas just turns one more
attack.
guy sideways, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
So
one
Thomas
game.
Calder gets game one in a game that he
Game
was
one.
just getting just demolished early on, and
Mm,
found a Maduke and
yeah.
completely took advantage of Matt Clark not having Dream Bomb in his deck and just rode
Hmm.
that Maduke to victory.
Yeah, those dreamers
Crazy.
are going in so fast. Um, I do wonder, like, I will love to rewatch and try to solve that puzzle because I think there was a way, to maybe block with the Grey Garmer, use one core from the Grey Garmer. So, first of all, I think he should have blocked the Camelot Knight with the Aegis to bounce the
Aegis,
Camelot
yeah,
Knight.
I agree.
And then it could have, use one suppression to bump one of the Vipers, and then use an Infinity Shield to block with the Aegis on 6K. There was probably a line where he could have stayed alive for one more turn, but I mean,
Yeah,
Thomas' board was very stacked, I would say.
right. Yeah, that one card that Matt could have seen from his extra turn, it would have had to have been Durham Dyna, and it's maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. We'll never know. But
Hmm.
regardless of
I
of,
mean,
of, of any
mm,
plays Matt could have made, Thomas did win game one, and now we get to figure out how these players are going to sideboard, right? I mean, what do you think?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the final is already so stressful, and when you're down one game, it's even more stressful. I remember when I was in the final with Alex in Glasgow. Shout out to him. He just closed the first game with like three jokers, and then we went into game
Mm-hmm.
two, and I was just trying to stay calm and collected because again, you can still come back. You can definitely come back. Matt knows that he can find a winning line against Thomas, especially
Yeah,
now in game two, avalanches and maybe the flood streams. But he now knows a bit more about Thomas Stack, and I don't
yeah,
think they met in Swiss, so yeah, it's still quite challenging for him.
yeah, yeah. No, that's a very good point. And now we
Mm.
get into the sideboards here, and Thomas being able to sideboard in Baculus and these Curse Dragons, plus the Thorn Prison. I think is going to, you know, I, I thought that Thomas was definitely favored games two and three, and
Hmm.
being up a game has to feel really good for him because now he
Yeah,
just has to win one of these next two games when he's favored. Uh,
yeah,
I felt game one was a toss up, but that Maduke just completely decimated Matt. So not having any dream bombs, I think, could be Matt's downfall in the end here. And I think we got a really good shot to see Purple win a Grand Open.
yeah. What a turn of event that would be. And I would love to, if that happens. I cannot wait to see the next Church of Penton episode where you can tell us just
where
how bad purple is.
Kaz and George can lay into me for Purple winning
Yeah,
an event. So yeah, I mean that definitely could happen. I mean, this is
could happen,
just looking at these
but
sideboards. I mean, what's Matt really have, right? Like he's got an elk. Like the elk's definitely
mhm,
coming
that
in.
goes in.
Um,
Yeah.
he
Oh
has
man, that
the
Dinah.
yeah, Dinah
Yeah.
probably. He has the avalanches; those are definitely coming in. While not
Hmm.
being as effective against Maduke, it is an answer to cards like the King Viper. Um,
Hmm.
and then, of course, we
Yeah.
have the Floodstream, which
Yeah.
I'm sure is going to come in. So I don't
I
know.
would
I mean,
definitely
what do you
win that.
think? Do you think Matt can pull this out, or
Yeah. Yeah, I think Matt is thinking, wow, that first game, I would have won just with a Dyna. I'm running three. How the heck did I not find it? Do I really need a fourth one? And then he's also thinking, why did I not? main some dream bombs. But other than that, I think he has had a fantastic run so far and is very telling of his deck. So I'm still team wide control. I'm still sticking with Matt with this one. So we're ready
Okay.
for game two, I
Yeah, looks
think.
like we're ready. Yeah. Thomas is ready. He's cutting his own deck. He's ready to go here.
Hmm.
And then here we go. One, two, three, four. I'm gonna have to assume that Matt's probably starting here.
Yeah,
So
he's found two Star
he
Blast.
has the derm right off the rip here, and I think he's going to keep this.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. Draws an elk, and Thomas is
And
mulliganing.
Thomas
So
Mulligan.
yeah,
Ooh.
this is already a pretty good start for Matt. I mean, he's got the cards he
Yeah,
needs, and Thomas is down a card.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that mulligan doesn't mean that you're in a clear disadvantage. Just a flashback to cause mulliganing into two burning force against yellow. So, yeah, I mean, you do start with one less card, but Thomas has ways to replenish his hand. So, oh, but Matt found a Noman City
Yeah, that's great.
from six cards, and now his plans of just Star Blasting are out of the window because here you can Noman City set Star Blast and just pass, and you have a second Star Blast anyway. But nope, it's
Yeah,
not me sitting there.
he's
So
opting to just set up his hand a little bit, which I
yeah,
don't mind this play that much because he doesn't have any machine beasts to follow up the Naman City with, right? Well, he has
yep,
elk, I guess, but let's see. I don't think there's any hurry
yeah,
unless Thomas really
uh,
comes out of the gates here.
yeah. But my foresight was kind of right there because we see a
Yeah.
Beldegor, and I mean, I don't know if Thomas would have played it seeing a burst, but he did in this case, and he's trying to go
Oh, it draws
fast.
an elephant. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the Naman
Oh
City
man.
play makes a lot of sense now when we have elk
Mm,
and elephant in our hand. But again, I think Matt wants to be careful. He doesn't want to just get overrun and put down to 2 life right away. Um,
hmm.
so while his hand is almost perfect, it is very slow. So
Yeah. I mean, I I don't see a way why you don't play Noman City first. Again, I think it's fine because you want to kind of get that card advantage, but now you can
mhm.
really see like he's struggling because yeah, you pay for
Wow, he passed. Wow, that's not
wait
what I
what?
expected there. Well, he has all his
I mean,
defense
he
in his
has
hand, and
flood
I
stream.
Floodstream, but I think what I would have liked to see there is Matt play the Naman City and then take a damage, and then at that point he would have enough cores to play Avalanche on a second attacker.
Mm,
So I I think that was going to be the better play overall because that unlocks his hand. Just by passing,
yeah,
he's not doing anything. Yeah, like he
yeah.
just
So
completely skipped his turn.
yeah, and didn't even set Star Blast. So I think he wants to Noman City and Star Blast, and he wanted to kind of keep that a flood stream, thinking, okay, he's gonna go wide, maybe play a Shaznik, maybe play a
Well,
Camelot Knight,
yeah,
and I
that's
can like
true, but at the
one for
same
two.
time, with Thomas mulliganing and only playing a Beldegor, like, I mean, what's he have really, honestly? So
Mhm.
like the Naman City, I think, was super safe, and now he just has to pay full price for this elk, and
Yeah,
like that just never feels good. So
nope.
I
You
mean,
gotta set this Star Blast, I think.
Thomas can do any number of things here now.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what's in his hand, but this elk at one core is like this is not it. So let, let's
yeah.
see
Let's
what he does.
see.
He sets a burst. I think it's Starblast, right? I don't see it in
I
his hand anymore.
believe
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
yeah, it's Starblast.
but
Oh, he
now even
he
if
has core theft. Oh, that's gross.
uh And
That's just
if you're
disgusting.
Thomas, even if that's a eye shield, he doesn't have the cores to pay for eye shield,
No, no.
especially
But
if you core theft. So
I don't think Tom has another spirit though. That's the unfortunate part. He needs one more spirit to make this turn like just be absolutely perfect. Um,
yeah, so it
let's
seems
see what
like
he
doesn't
does.
have the closing hand, but
But I
man,
mean, this is like the easiest core theft of his life. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's already face down in play. He's just trying to figure out
yeah, yeah,
how to play it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the cannon
I
now.
thought that was the core theft, but it's actually came out nice. So yeah,
Yeah,
so this turn is just perfect then. So like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why it's taking so long.
Mm, I mean, it's
Like this
still a
core
final,
theft would
right, John?
already
And
be in my discard pile. Yeah, true, true.
yeah,
It is the final, so he wants to make
you
sure that
don't
he
want
doesn't
to leave
mess this up.
anything to the case. Yeah. So he's gonna go for
Okay,
some
come on.
style
Please
points.
tell me
He's
you're
gonna do it.
flashing. Like,
he- He's gonna do it in flash. Yeah.
okay.
He's gonna pay.
Oh, he's
What?
wait. What? Okay. I mean, I guess
Uh,
that's fine. No, I mean
yeah, that
that's
works.
fine. I guess. Yeah, it
Yeah, yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, that reaction was just like, I
Yeah,
mean,
like what? But no, that's fine.
yeah,
Like as long as the elk leaps play, we're okay with it. Like
yeah.
that's a
And now,
maximum
if
use
you're
of his
Thomas, you're
resources.
like,
It's fine.
yeah, you can still think that that's an iShield because Matt, I think, has maybe 3 ages. Yeah, so he has 3 ages. So we've seen,
Yes, several.
you know,
Yeah. Wait, no.
yeah, I
Are
don't
those
see
ages?
any in his
Oh,
hand.
three in a stack. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I
Yeah,
don't think they were the
yeah, yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
I don't know. I mean,
saying, if you're
if
Thomas,
Matt loses this
mhm,
game, like if Matt loses this game, I'm going back to the turn where he just passed. I think that playing the Naman City, I mean, his hand right now is like double elk elephant. Like, just imagine if that Naman
yeah,
City wasn't play, like that'd be crazy. And
yeah,
I think he just gambled and was hoping to play Floodstream, and it just didn't work out for him.
yeah, exactly. He wanted to do that, but Thomas just thought, well, if you're doing that, it means that you're definitely setting up to pay me to kind of get me back. But if you want to play a flood stream, I'll just force you to do a one for
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So
And now
he is flood
paid
streaming,
5.
but yeah, I I mean I don't
That's it.
see any other plays, right? He has to just save this.
No, there's
He has to save this avalanche to just not
yeah,
die. So if Thomas has two spirits
yeah.
here, like this is over.
Hmm.
Oh, Maduke. I
Yeah, I
think
mean, again,
is he just gone with Maduke? He's gone
that's
with
a
Phelan. Okay.
Viper for
So this is going to
6.
get avalanched,
Yeah.
and now Matt's going to have
Oh
another
man.
turn to try to figure out how to get out of this.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but
considering
that
Thomas Stack,
yeah.
Matt was so lucky to to not
Hmm.
see 2 spirits, right?
Yeah, for sure. But Thomas does
He
have
found
DM
an
Maduke now,
elephant. Yeah.
and being at one, I mean, I think Thomas can lock this up in like I don't know. We'll say two more turns. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see how he
I
plays it
mean,
out.
that
So
Duke is
four,
really.
counting his cores here, he's got to so
I think he wants to
4
play
for
elk.
Naman City. Yeah, I think he must play Elk, but we got to play Naman City first. Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really
And
matter
then
because it costs 7, but you get a reduction,
yeah,
an extra
and then 4
reduction
for
on the
Elk.
board.
Yeah, so there's 7 cores in trash.
Yeah.
Elk on
So
4
Hulk is
cores.
actually at 2,
Okay, so here's something
and
you know interesting now is that Thomas can actually draw any spirit from his deck, and
mhm,
then just discard his whole hand to core theft, and this game's over.
yeah, yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
don't mess this up. Do not draw cards with this. Don't.
Hmm.
Why? Why did he draw cards? You just don't
That
need to
was
give him
just,
more answers. Like,
yeah,
I guess it doesn't matter
yeah.
if you're playing as the core theft, but like, you just never do
Oh
that.
man, that was just
Maybe he didn't
not
have
the
enough
right
cores to
play.
core theft. Ugh, that that hurts.
Also, you can play the black lands without the level 2, so you don't trigger the one summon. You know that
Yeah,
that's
right.
the
Like
Star
like you
Blast.
just play a black lance at one core. Like you don't draw the cards. You have everything in your hand you need to win the game.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he just passes there.
and he just gives Matt the cards. Like that's I don't know. Like if that's your plan, like I would have liked to just see him play like Maduke Pass or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like I feel like he could have played that turn a lot differently.
Yeah, I mean, he had quite a few options there. I don't see Thomas hand that well, but
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know. I mean,
Also,
I know that he has core theft and a bunch of cards. So like he's still in very good shape. I mean, don't mistake it. Like he's pretty far ahead here. Uh,
yeah.
like
Now we see the elephant coming down.
yeah, multiple elephants. I
Wow.
mean, Matt's hand is like 6,000 machine beasts, so
Okay, here's the
he has
problem with
no
that
shortage
play.
of elks and elephants. Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh no, there is an Infinity Shield. Okay, so yeah, my issue with that was you don't have any cores now.
Is he
So
thinking about
and
attacking?
there's turn prisons.
No, certainly not attacking.
Probably not. Oh,
All
okay.
right,
He's like,
here we
you know
go.
what?
White is now the aggressor.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm looking at in this game, but
All
is
right, so we're going
definitely
down to so Tom is now
yeah.
at 2 and passes with just the elk. What? Oh, okay. He
I
he has a
mean, the
handful
counter
of like
curse. Oh man, can you imagine if he attacked with elk and he blocked the counter curse? I
yeah,
would have
this
lost it.
this is risky, but like Matt
Uh
does have it looks like 3 suppressions in his hand. So I mean, I guess I do
yeah,
see it. But like what if he court thefts here, right? If he court thefts this
yeah.
elk, then Matt doesn't have the cores to play any of his
I
suppression.
mean,
So if
that's
if
it.
Thomas just core thefts, this game is over.
Yeah,
Like all he
and
has
we
to
know
do
he
is
does
core
have
theft this
core
elk.
theft.
It's
That's
right
it.
there on
It's
top.
in pole position.
So core theft elk, go go get your trophy. Like there
Yeah,
is nothing else Matt can do.
he's just making us
All right, here
wait.
we go.
But
One,
yeah, one, two,
two,
three,
three.
and
You don't need to overthink it, Tom. Here we go.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Boom.
and
Goes the
just like that.
draft. And this is now game. I mean, he could play more cards. That's fine.
Is it?
Just don't kill the
Yeah,
elephants.
style points, style points.
Yeah. Whatever you do,
He's
don't
not
try
killing
to
the elephant.
yeah. Don't try to mess around here. There, okay. Matt extends the
Yeah, and just
hand,
Matt goes,
and
reaches for the handshake,
there we go.
and just shows
Thomas
his hand.
Calder is your Grand Open Atlanta champion.
Yes,
I,
congrats to
you know,
Thomas.
against all odds with purple snakes. So
Yes. We got the snakes. We got all the snakes.
we
And here it
we
is.
have we've gotten there. That's so there.
Yeah.
There's your picture. Fastest picture in history, right? Thomas is still sitting down and he's
Yes.
already holding
It's
the
AI
winner mat.
generated. We just quickly
Yeah,
prompted, AI picture. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
So
what a laugh.
let's do uh let's do a
Mhm.
quick wrap up here. First of all, big congrats to Thomas. His deck was a, obviously a great call for the event. He played well. He was able to get past multiple red decks. He was able to get past the white deck in the finals. You know, nothing but respect for him. That was great. I have to say.
Yes. It's I mean, I'm sure we're gonna as a community, we're definitely gonna rewatch some of the games, look at that deck list. I'm sure a lot of purple players are very much enjoying this moment. And yeah, I mean, that last game, when he started, I was like, oh man, Matt's hand is perfect. Like,
Yeah,
you can't ask more than that. You have your Nexus, you have your draws. And I think maybe in the moment, you really end up overthinking your plays.
yeah,
And so, whilst
absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
very easy for us to see lines and make calls and just say, oh, just play the card, right? It's not that easy in that moment. So
right.
definitely,
I
I
think
would
that
say,
that's, yeah, 100%. I was just going to say that
mm,
that's definitely what happened. You know, Matt overthinking the turn where he had Floodstream and the Elephant Nexus. He probably should have uh, played the Nexus, and in hindsight, we saw it, as casters because we have all the knowledge and we're also the ones that haven't been playing for 12 rounds. Um,
yeah,
but, he made the play dead. It put him a little too far behind. And of course, Thomas was able to leverage that tempo and that advantage to a title. So,
yeah,
here's the bracket, as we see, like Thomas actually beat White Control round one with the Mandala. He beat
mhm,
Colin on red round two. He beat Alex on red
yeah,
round three. Then, of course, as we just saw, he beat Matt Clark. So Thomas lost one match the whole weekend.
mhm,
Ended up
yeah,
going 11-1, and
yeah.
is champion.
Yeah, huge congrats
So
to Thomas. What a run, As you said, like
yeah,
such a long 2 days. It was on a longer version of a Grand Open with 8 rounds of Swiss with a top 16. So definitely huge congrats to Thomas, also to Matt, very well done, and to everyone this weekend to the top 16 as well. And yeah, do you have
yeah,
any
Well, I was just going to say that we should,
other thoughts? Yeah.
definitely thank Pro Play Games for giving us this chance to stream this event. It's been great. You can always check out their content for pretty much any game. They cover it all. They have events for everything, and I know all of the VODs will be free on YouTube.
On
George
YouTube.
was working hard to get the thumbnails made this morning, so I know that they'll be up pretty much right away. And you can always
Yeah.
sub to their Twitch channel to check out the VODs right away, and pretty much the whole stream. Do you
Yeah.
have any closing thoughts there, Amy?
Maybe we can do just some shout outs. And I
Yeah,
would just shout out again myself, PPG. Thanks for Property Games. Thanks for having us. Thanks for the great production value. Everything went so smooth. And just want to shout out the viewers that have been watching. Quick shout out to the Nexus podcast, Josh, Harry, and Kieran, and all the UK group. And also, shout out to you, John. Thanks so much for being a fantastic co-host. I was really looking forward to this, and it has been great to cast with you.
yeah, yeah. Same, likewise. So, all right, guys. So with that, we will close the cast with a big congrats to Thomas Calder, your Grand Open Atlanta champion, and we'll be looking forward to seeing everyone next week at the Pro Tour. Thank you.
Yeah, see you next week. Ciao.